Good morning, Soccer 365. Daylight is just arriving. It is gone 6:45 in the morning. About to get a one-to-one session done with Aaron before to the airport, immigration, flight, and then off to the States. Dedication session, something for football every day. On the call, Aaron. We're going to go in a sequence of 12 colours. I want you to try and play it like a simple pass. Ready? Yellow, white, blue, go. It's on this side, make sure you play right foot. Ready? Go. Yellow, white, blue. Good. Good. Blue, white, yellow. Good. White, yellow, blue. Go to your toes, shift across. Good. Blue, white, yellow. Good. Yellow, white, blue. Good on your toes. Make sure you take that left hand down as well. Don't leave it high. Ready? White, yellow, blue. Okay, if it's on this side again, make sure you play your right foot. Ready? Last one. Yellow, white, blue. Okay, good. Ready? Yellow, white, blue. Step out, play. One. Good. And two. Good. Okay, take that little touch first. Go. Ready? White, yellow, blue. White, yellow, blue. Step out, play. Play one. Good. Play two. Good. Same again. Yellow, white, blue. Good step, play. Good. Step and play. Good. Make sure you hit feet back. Step to one side, play meets this side. Ready? White, yellow, blue. Step out, play. Touch. Okay, take the with the inside and the outside of your boot, not your laces and not your studs. Okay, when you take your touch, don't take it with your studs. Ready? White, yellow, blue. Good. Step out, play inside. Good, and play. Good. Better. Once more. Good. Good morning. Again, it's the 28th session done with Aaron this morning. Cold, wet, early morning. Just the Enfield Celtic there. Quick blast, one-to-one session, just to work on just positioning of the feet, just to shift left and right, then step forward and play. Aaron's doing well. He's been dedicated, committed to doing his one-to-ones. He's enjoying it. Then it's helping his own coach when he steps into as a second coach to help in sessions as well. So it's good. Journey now up to the airport. Get through immigration pre-clearance, and then Delta flight to Washington. Meeting in Washington there until Sunday, and then Sunday evening fly home via Paris. So there's been a lot of travel over the last 7 months. Every month since August it's been travel, which is good. So away every month at the moment, and certainly this has been a busy start to the year so far. A couple of more trips potentially between now and June as well, June and July. But other than that, all is going well on the Soccer 365 front. Very busy, just with the GPS and everything getting kicked off. So that's what this trip is for. But we'll update later on with further videos as we go. It's the morning of the 28th of February. I am about to fly away again. Said before, I love travel. I love getting away. I love flying away. But I hate leaving the family and the kiddies behind. So Always a little bit nervous when I fly away, so hopefully all is well. But it's been a difficult week, very difficult week, mentally, financially, physically. Got away last weekend to Rome with Danielle, Marcus and Kim. A great couple of days. But you never switch off. You literally never switch off. It's a couple of times over the course of 4 days. Clubs are on, looking for information, on the GPS side of things, and right after training or in prep for games, and you dial on straight away. Try and get it to help as much as possible. That's what we're here for. But you just doesn't seem to be any downtime at all. Headspace. Like yesterday, went to, as we do every week with Noah, went to the play centre. And Danielle said, just like put your phone down and relax. Like, it's impossible to do. I said I can't. I said there's just so much going on. And I said to Danielle, look, will you just come into the business full time as well, and take on the admin side of things and new terms and advertising, promotion, bits and pieces. Danielle kind of pulls all the accounting stuff together, the receipts and everything. I'm useless at all that. She keeps them all safe, and then when we need them every 6 months, they're ready to go. Nice little envelopes, everything categorized. She's brilliant at that. So she's got to step in now and do more within the business on the back end to try and help. But it's just juggling. I mean, seriously, if you go on the basis of GPS in Ireland costs €235, give or take, per unit to buy. So there's no change in the setup for $5,000. There's no change of a team set, squad set of 20 in $5,000. Now, that's, for any club, is a big expense to take on, especially they then have to have someone who understands the information and the data. So a lot of clubs kind of don't buy it for that reason. But we're not selling it. Is the difference. We are buying for our business use, and work on the basis that $5,000 a set for 20. We now have a lot more than 20. So this year already, we've got 250 now already. This since October. So 250 units as part of a 500 unit order. Now, in Ireland, a 500 unit order is setting you back in the tune of 125,000. I kind of at times wonder, why did I take that risk, that chance? That's like going to Vegas and saying it's all on black, but it's also even, and it's also the number 9, it's also the number 10. You're kind of really stacking it to try and help it work. You're throwing a lot of chips at it, taking serious chances. And the high performance environment in Ireland is not what it should be. It will hopefully get there over the couple of years. But that takes a lot of investment, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and kind of a change of culture. So a lot of units, they're all out with clubs. After this weekend, everything will be out with clubs, and then we kind of start the work of getting that high performance data out there, gathering the information, building a profile of it, to be able to then next season kick on again. Right now we've got 50% of the women's national league teams on board. Actually no, 40% of the women's national league teams on board, and we have, on the men's side of it, we have there's 19 teams. Take out Shamrock Rovers B, 18 teams. So we've got 25% of our market at the moment on that side of it, 22.5%. So the plan is that next season that's up to 50% on the men's and 60% on the women's, where we're doing a high performance plan. That's the aim. But to get to that point, it takes a lot of investment, of time, of money, physical well-being, and then that's not even scratching the surface of, it's like the bumpiest road ever at the back of Dunboyne on the way to the airport. So jumping up and down. That's not even scratching the surface of what is available, potentially available in this marketplace in Ireland with GAA, with rugby, with hockey. We are trying to get to that stage, and really you could throw $250,000 at GPS units and still not reach the marketplace fully, or anyway near fully. So it's going to be club guard, and we're going to kind of target, and that will probably realistically be season 2021, I would say, on the GA side of things. I don't think it will be this year, because to do it this year, it's another large investment, and we have to be kind of stage the growth as well. And right now, the GPS, the high performance side of things, is a non-earner. It doesn't make any money on it. In fact, we don't charge any money on it either. Right now, this season, we want to try and help clubs see the benefit of it, support performance and get results. That's the aim. And in Shelbourne Football Club, we have that now right through the National League, younger ages, 13s, 15s, 17s, 19s, all doing the same, all in the GPS, all in getting high performance plans. They're going to start on theirs next week. The 19s are in theirs already. It's kind of as part of the first team structure. So they're all set up 2 weeks ago. And on the other side of it then, the rest of the teams will be all set up next week to get them ready. And that's going to be totally different for the players, totally different for parents to have that feedback. Did it last year with an excellent group, a manager, Mark Connolly at St. Pat's with their 13s, and with Sean O'Connor with the 15s. Pat's. Two excellent age groups, really good kids, really good management teams. Both won the doubles last year, League and Cup, and were able to provide all that data and information last year to them, which is excellent. And it gave us a good idea as to players at that level, what they are covering, what kind of benchmark would be, which is great. It's new information for the marketplace. But getting back to this week. This week has been really, really difficult on many factors, but the financial side of it, of trying to juggle, has been worrying to say the least. I think it's you're kind of pitching a few days ahead. Okay, where am I at? And actually, yesterday, had a moment of madness and lapse, and then looked at creditunion.ie and said, "Oh, what jobs are there? What jobs are there? Will I go back full time? Will I go back full time in finance? Will that help kick this back on again to another level, or if I went back, would I then fall away from what I'm doing now?" But then I just said, if it's not working, you want to bin it, and go back and do a normal job. But if you think you can make it work, then make it work. But she said she's not doing both. You don't need to do both. There's too much to do both, which is true. When I worked full time in finance, I couldn't. We weren't really giving each area of your time or business 100%, nowhere near it. When you're in finance, you're thinking about football. I never thought about football when I was in finance, don't get me wrong. But you couldn't give it the time to. You couldn't give it the time to expand and grow like it has in this past 18 months. I get an idea, bring that idea to market and grow it. It's exactly what's happened in the high performance side of things. Between doing the Masters in Lisbon and then building on that, getting into how we can bring that to market here in Ireland, to now being in the marketplace, knowing where we're at percentage wise within the market, and then knowing where we want to be in a year's time. That's great, but I'd kind of like to fast forward 8 or 9 months and be at that stage, but we can't. So it was just a question I had yesterday. Danielle said, "This happens. Did it happen to you last year as well?" She said, in and around March. Really, because actually there's a downturn in this business in March as players move on to teams. And that's a natural part of the cycle, of course. We respect that, but it doesn't help. And she said, "Look, that happened last year. You're used to it happens," and you had the same, "Will I go back?" And I mulled over it last year for 2 months, looking and applying with a couple of different things, and nothing ever landed. It was never meant to be, and let's say it's the same kind of this year. I just had to now go, no, it's not happening. I'm not spending 2 months wondering about it. Thought about it yesterday. Didn't really sit with me. I just said, it's not what I want to do. I said, then don't do it. So, I was up with the first team last night, Shells. That went well. It's good to see the lads. I haven't seen the lads in a couple of weeks. And I was giving them their new set of GPSs. Had a good little bit of banter. Up down with the small sided games sessions. Watching how that's going. That was going really well. Really like looking excellent. A lot of great work being done by the coaches up. Small sided game section. And the club is coming together, which is proud to be part of. But then I was due to be up there at 10 o'clock last night when another session. That session Wednesday with my lads, the 19s, and I was going to do another session last night. And then they have a game tonight, but I just kind of wanted to be at home. I wanted to be at home with Danielle and the kids, and spend a couple of hours before going away today, as against being at football. And it's kind of one of them things where is it wrong to want to not be doing what you're doing? Saying, no, I'm not doing football. I'm not spending the whole evening doing football. I got in the early session, Michelle's, and then that was it. Home, a couple of hours. I was packed reasonably early for me, which is strange. I only put the last top in this morning, out of the dryer into the bag. So, it's just challenges, mental challenges. Watched an interesting program last night. It was to do with the murder-suicide rate in Ireland, and really alarming, or kind of horrific. And not an easy watch, to be honest, especially as a parent, but not an easy watch. So, kind of went to bed 12 o'clock, something like that. 12, half 12. Then up at 6. And here we are now. So, got a flight now, and then I'm going to use the flight to either downtime or sort out how we're going to kick this on and develop. Because that's most important. We got to keep developing. Good morning / afternoon. It's 10:30 on the 29th of February, leap year. 3:30 at home. I'm just doing a lifelong ambition and tick box to tick to go and see. I've always been fascinated with history and fascinated with just the things that the amount of wars that we've had in this world, and I've always wanted to go see Arlington Cemetery. So when I was flying into Washington, I immediately put it, that's what I was going to do today. So I'm about to enter this cemetery memorial, and just kind of get probably a couple of hours of quiet, really. Look about and see the lives that were extinguished early. There ain't nobody in there that's lived their full life, so or by age anyway. So just get a little bit of perspective on a few things. So maybe a quiet couple of hours and have a look, but happy to be here. Just as I walk around Arlington, it's a somber place, but it's so vast. I genuinely didn't think it would be as big, and this is in the city. Like I can see just over, kind of behind me now, in the distance is the Pentagon. All the memorials. It's just vast. The amount of Lives lost early, lives lived. How many ideas went with these people that they never fulfilled? It's March 1st here in Virginia, and I just left soccer centre or sportsplex, and I was chatting to this kind of a association games going on, matches. So I was chatting to some parents just on kind of soccer in general and the cost. And those parents that are inside pay $6,000 a year for football, for soccer, and I'm looking at the level of professionalism among the coaches, the warm-ups, the everything. 6,000's a lot of money for what they're being given there. Yeah, they wear Adidas gear and everybody looks the part, but God, the quality is unfortunately poor, both from a coaching perspective and playing. But $6,000, and then she said, well, she asked me how much it was in Ireland. I said between $150, the kind of equivalent, and $500 a year. And she said, is that like a month? I said, no, that's per year. And she was shocked. But I'm just looking at how kind of soccer works in America. Shockingly expensive. But I'm just amused with how they can kind of charge such money and deliver that type of product in terms of football and academies and everything. So maybe it's unique to just here. She did say it's not as expensive, but this place Sterling and Loudon and Virginia. He's expensive enough. You kind of know by the cars that are sitting in the car park too. It's there's a bit of money in the area, but $6,000 is an awful lot to pay for sport. I asked her, was the kind of tax exemptions write off? No, because in camp, when you go to camp in America, you get money back off for your tax when you pay for camp. But camp costs anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000, if not more, $16,000 for summer. So it's expensive, but you get tax savings, but not in sport, not in soccer, which is interesting. But it's obviously all geared towards scholarships. Soccer scholarships, obviously an area that we're now working on within the business. So yeah, interesting to say the least. As this leg of the journey wraps up and head home shortly. That was an interesting time. Watching the sessions and chatting there to the parents. So speak soon.